You may remember in my last video I was very excited to get a spark 2 millimeters long, 6,000 volts. Now I have a gap 17 millimeters long, about 51,000 volts, and I'm driving this with 4 10 kilovolt capacitors in series for 0.025 microfarads, and they're driven by two 40 kilovolt diodes, and they are driven by L3. Okay, the base of L3 is driven by L2, which is driven by two L1 coils, each 5 turns. They're infinitely superior to the 9-turn pancake coil. They well over double the output of the pancake coils, and each of these L1s are driven by two IRF510 MOSFETs, NPN MOSFETs, and the way that they're wired is, you can see that over on the left we have some circuitry to protect the gate, and then each pair is in parallel driving an L1, which drives the L2, which drives the L3, which drives the Avramenko plug with the capacitor and the spark gap. So let's see if we can make this puppy sing. We get a tremendous amount of plasma in our neon bulbs that warn me that the device is on. Sometimes you're not going to allow me to talk about it. Alright, so there's the hazard of working with these voltages. You get flashover, and anyway, that's the reason for this elephant's graveyard here. I blew all my tip 31s up, and then I blew all my tip 42s up. And the reason I'm using IRF510s is that Radio Shack is out of 31s and 42s. Now, here's an interesting thing. The power in is 16 volts at 3 amps according to the meter on the power supply, 48 watts. Power out is given by frequency times half CV squared. I got 22 sparks in 7.95 secs, so frequency is 2.77 cycles per second. C is 0.025 microfarads. V is given by the gap at 17 millimeters at 3 kilovolts per millimeter of 51 kilovolts. So we calculate that out. We get 90 watts coming out for 48 watts going in. Now, I simply don't believe that, magnifying transmitter or no. I suspect that the huge capacitor in the power supply is giving well over 3 amps, probably 10 or 15 amps momentarily. And the reason I say that is that these puppies get hot. Now, they're capable of about 8 amps continuous. There are four of them, so I'm sorry, 8 amps pulsed. There are 4 of them, so we should easily get a lot more power than 48 watts. Now, when I started out, I couldn't get much voltage, so I connected a virtual ground, this vise, to the negative rail, and a tremendous amount of energy goes into it. You can see I can light that neon bulb very brightly, so brightly that it gets hot. if I keep touching it for very long. So anyway, that's progress in my fiendish plan for world dominion.